Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Porter Rock 77, where I go 60 frames, no lag on topics. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the love. For those who are subscribers, if you're new, please subscribe. Check out my other videos. I just recently posted my final grading for E3, and before that one, I did my review of Microsoft and Sony E3 press conference. With that said, this video is gamers. Yo, calm down. Yo, this whole Scorpio things, gamers on both sides of the fence are getting ridiculous. I'm going to start with the PlayStation side, fan. I'm going to start that to show that I'm unbiased. PlayStation gamers are saying that some weird shit that at 1080p, you're not going to see no improvement in graphics technologies. That is just a 4K, I don't know, some weird shit that they're damage controlling. It's just weird. It's just weird what they're trying to say about the Scorpio and stuff like that and try to knock it down. Listen, the console is going to be a beast. 6 teraflops. It's a powerful console. I mean, PlayStation 4 is 1.84 teraflops. So we see, we see what the PlayStation 4 could do. So obviously, Scorpio is going to be a monster. On the other side of the fence, now apparently Scorpio's 10 teraflops or 8 teraflops because of the CPU, some Zen core stuff. And man, but you guys need to really calm down, relax and stuff. No say that exists. Anyway, that's the Resident Evil demo I'm gonna try out. But I need to calm down. Like, there's no official specs. It was just a quick 3-minute, 2-minute, 50-second, whatever unveiling. It was just a concept. It's Microsoft telling you guys this is what we plan to do. But that's it. That's all we got. Everything else is rumors. You guys are fighting over rumored specs. Nothing's finalized. All right? The battleground for this is the next E3, E3 2017. That's when Scorpio will be fully unveiled. And maybe they might even do it sooner. There might be, a console unveiling in May like they did with the Xbox One. But if they plan to do it at E3 at a minimum, Scorpio is going to be fully unveiled in E3. You're going to see how it looks. Right? You're going to get the specific hardware sets, right? You're going to get the design, capabilities, and you might even see games. You most likely will see games running on Scorpio at the max resolution, 4K gaming. You're going to get that, all right? But right now, everything's speculation, and you guys are waging war. I can't see both sides doing this for 17 months. That's ridiculous. You're going to do this for 17 months, or let's say 12 months till the next E3, and then Scorpio launches in November? So November will be 17 months. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, am I the only one to notice that our current console generation is just about to hit its 3-year mark this November? That's still pretty infant. It's still early. These consoles still have to provide a lot. And both sides of the fence, PlayStation and Xbox gamers, already waging the next generation of console wars is the best way I could put it. You guys are already full steam, and there's nothing there. There is no Scorpio owners. There is no Neo owners. You guys don't exist. It doesn't exist. It's 2 concepts right now. That's it. There's nothing that could be said. Good on Microsoft for announcing Scorpio ahead of time, but that's all it is, just an announcement. They didn't tell you the specs. They just gave you an idea. Phil Spencer told you an idea, and he said it's going to have 6 teraflops of flop. It's going to have 6 teraflops of power. So where did this 810 thing come from with Zen cores? And then where did the PlayStation games get that it's not going to do anything at 1080p? That it's not going to be no improvement. That it's going to be just like the Xbox One, only games are in 4K. So you need a 4K TV. I mean, it's 6 teraflops of power. Of course, the graphics technologies, the textures, and the physics are going to be better. Like, that's normal math. It's 1 to zeros. There's no argument about that. So I don't understand what's going on. And I will say this on the PlayStation fan, again, on the PlayStation side, saying that, well, Microsoft screwed up on the Xbox One, so they don't believe the Scorpio is going to be powerful. Remember, the Xbox One was Don Matrix's idea. That's all him. He's not there no more, And it's obvious that Phil and Microsoft learned from their mistakes. No different than what Sony learned from their mistakes with the PS3. You know what I'm saying? Everybody learns their mistakes, Sometimes you need to get your ass kicked to reset yourself, bring you back into fighting shape. And that's what, that's what's going on and stuff. But overall, just calm down. This is going to be a long road. I'm telling you, I would not be able to tolerate 17 months of this. Of just fighting over rumors and stuff over and over and over. There's some people who already has like 12, 15 videos on this stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's like, yo, I mean, it just seems like, is this really what you guys enjoy about gaming? Because there's a lot of talk about this, like calm down. And then finally the narrative switch. And everybody's like, oh, you see the narrative switch. Now Sony games are talking about games. Let me tell you something. It's always been that way in the console war. It's always been that way. Let me explain something to the Xbox community, okay? This is the first generation where a PlayStation console had the best version of multiplats and was the most powerful for the entire gen. This is the first time, all right? A PlayStation console having weaker hardware is nothing new to the brand. N64 is more powerful than the PlayStation 1. The GameCube and the Xbox was more powerful than the PlayStation 2. And despite PlayStation 3 had powerful hardware on paper, Xbox 360 had a better design hardware. Unified shaders, unified memory architecture, a CPU that developers were able to program for, resulted in better multiplats. So that's 3 generations where PlayStation had inferior multiplats or weaker hardware, which resulted in inferior multiplats. It was always been that way. That's normal. That's the status quo. Let me tell you something. The playbook about games, not about hardware, that's a PlayStation playbook. That's not yours. You guys act like it's your stuff. No, that was ours. That was always a PlayStation tactic. That was always a PlayStation tactic. You may have powerful hardware, but we got Grand Theft Auto. We had DMC, like the PS2. Xbox was much more powerful than the PS2, but we had Grand Theft Auto. We had Devil May Cry. We had Metal Gear Solid. The game's playbook is our playbook. All right. Same thing with the PS1. N64 had more power, had better graphics. You can see it with games like Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. Very beautiful games of its time compared to the PS1 game. But again, the massive amount of third-party support and games like Final Fantasy, to Ken and stuff. Metal Gear Solid, again, it was just a huge library of amazing games that it overpowered the N64. The games playbook is a PlayStation playbook. Now, you guys try to use that playbook. The only problem is you try to use it with games like Rise and Dead Rising 3. Now, I'm not saying those are bad games, but let's be honest. Rise and Dead Rising cannot sell a $500 console. You're not going to convince people, hey, pay $500 to play Rise and Dead Rising. That might not happen. That's just how it is and stuff, So you didn't really execute the playbook the way it was designed. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to damage control, we got to know how to damage control. When we ponies, we know how to damage control. We know how to use the games playbook. We've done it plenty of times. Done it before. This is a decade-old thing. Again, lack of power is nothing new to the PlayStation community. All right? Or not having the most powerful console. It's pretty much old. It's pretty much how PlayStation started. Really, the only time PlayStation consistently had more powerful hardware was versus Sega. Sega released a Saturn, we released a PlayStation 1, more powerful. Sega released a Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, more powerful. That's really the only time. I think PlayStation 3 was the first attempt where the console on paper was more powerful, but Xbox 360 was a better designed console. It was a really good designed console. Simple hardware and stuff like that. That made it easier for developers. So, weaker hardware is nothing new to the PlayStation brand. It is what it is. And the narrative is going to change. And the narrative is going to change right back. Because a year or two later, PlayStation whatever is going to come out, be more powerful than Scorpio, and Xbox is not going to release a console 2 years after the Scorpio. They're going to wait maybe 3-4 years. So it's going to be a 2-year cycle, where one console is more powerful than the other. I would imagine these developers are going to do replacement consoles every 4 years, which seems about right. But in between, there's going to be a 2-year gap where you're either the most powerful or you're not the most powerful. So you're going to enjoy 2 years. So I think at this point, it's going to get to the point where no one's going to care about power, because in 2 years, you're going to lose it anyway, If this whole generational console thing is over, I see it no different than cell phones. Like right now, I use an iPhone. Other people use Android, the Galaxy. It doesn't matter if a Galaxy phone comes out and is more powerful than my iPhone. I'm not going to switch. Because now all my stuff, everything I purchased is on the iPhone, and I think console gamers are going to get to that. Everybody's just going to stay within their own ecosystem because, like for instance, you guys are going to get the Scorpio, you're going to get all these games. You guys are not going to buy a more powerful PlayStation console beyond the Scorpio because Microsoft is going to release one 2 years after that. So it's coming anyway. It's going to be a leapfrog. So you're going to stay within your own ecosystem because it's just not worth. Because if you transition over to the other side, you have to rebuy all those games instead of staying within the ecosystem. And you can transition everything that you bought over to the next console. And I think that's where everyone's going to head. So the battle lines are going to be drawn. Whatever fan base is on whatever console is going to stay that way. Because, again, upgrading every 2 years and going back and forth between console, I don't see that happening. And that's it. But that's all I want to say. A short video. Just calm down. Relax. Got it. Exciting times. But I don't see you guys being able to keep this up for 17 months. It's going to get ridiculous. It's going to get downright retarded. Don't go full retard. All right? Just don't go full retard. Just calm down. Enjoy. Enjoy gaming. Great couple of games coming out. Xbox got some great games coming out in the future. Gears of War, Dead Rising, Recore and stuff. PlayStation got some great games. The Last Guardian, Gran Turismo. This year also No Man's Sky. And then next year, early, but by the time you know it, PlayStation's going to kick off the year with Horizon, which looks great. Xbox, hopefully, Scalebound will be around that time too. So there's a lot of great games, all right? It's going to have a lot of great games. Enjoy what you got. Be thankful. And that's it. But come down with this whole anti-Scorpio, pro-Scorpio. You're doing too much. You're going too much, all right? You're going crazy over this. Calm the hell down, all right? Anyway, now I'm out of here. It's your boy Porter Rock. Subscribe, like the channel. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm going to make more content. Now that E3 is over, I'm going to start doing my podcast called 60 Frames No Lag. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I just have to get the right people. Get some guests and get some good topics and see what's going on. But anyway, I appreciate the love. I want to thank the most passionate community on YouTube, the gamers. You've been great. Xbox, some of you guys are following me. I appreciate that. I thank you for following me. PlayStation gamers, I'm glad you're following me too. Spread the word. And that's it. Hopefully we can do big things and stuff like that. But anyway, check you out. Take care. Have a good one. I'm out.